So I can't believe I have to record this type of video, because recently I just felt like I have to. As a fan of Call of Duty Zombies, I've been playing this game since World at War. I've played every single version of Call of Duty Zombies that has released. I love every single one of them, even with their flaws. So when it comes to Black Ops 6 Zombies, I'm very excited for the mode. I'm very excited to see what Treyarch has planned. With the reveals and stuff, it seems like this is the mode that, you know, ever since 2020 with Cold War, it's the mode that I wanted them to make. It's the one that I wanted to see everyone be satisfied with. I wanted everyone to be included. I wanted, casual players, new players. I wanted hardcore players. I wanted everyone to be happy. And that's why, I presented my feedback for the past 4 years in such a respectful manner. And I feel like that managed to be like seen by Treyarch. And that's why, you know, all these changes are in place for Black Ops 6 Zombies. And I have to say, thank you, Treyarch, because that just makes me, you know, it makes me super dedicated to be a fan. And, just being heard and listened to, it's just one of the best things ever. Because I'll be honest, even with like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, like we we weren't really heard, everything was kind of in the back. No one was really active on social media to like really talk to us, really, get us going with zombies and stuff. But with Cold War, with Kevin Drew and such, and I think Kevin Drew is doing a fantastic job, kind of living up to like the role that Lee Ross had with Infinite Warfare Zombies. Lee Ross was definitely super active on Twitter. He was active in, YouTube streams. I know he came to my stream one point when I was doing like Infinite Warfare Zombies. And yeah, like Kevin Drew is following suit of that, and that's great. I really love that. And I hope that continues throughout the Black Ops 6 year. So, why am I making this video? Why am I here today, recording this? Why am I talking to the community? And that is because I'm not happy with the way people are presenting their opinions, their criticisms, and such for Black Ops 6 Zombies. Now, why am I talking about, people's criticism? I thought everything was going good with the reveal. But with Call of Duty Next, we got to see Liberty Falls live gameplay, and a lot of content creators ended up, playing the game early. We got to see firsthand how the game is going to look, play, and feel. And that presentation itself was pretty controversial. The map kind of lacked that zombies identity in a way, and I do agree. I feel like, the map could be better in like maybe the color palette. Maybe there could be like a dark ether, incursion surrounding it. I don't know really how to make the map better, but I feel like there's some way that, they can really achieve something with the map and kind of give it that identity. Because with Terminus, it does have an identity. It's a island in the middle of nowhere, and it really plays into that role. So I really want to see them, with Liberty Falls kind of like, figure out what they can do with the map. I'm not really sure, I'm not, a game developer or anything, but I feel like there could be more to the map. And another thing is in terms of, gameplay and HUD elements. The HUD just looks like multiplayer in Warzone. Um, it's just not unique to zombies at all. And I've made it pretty clear on Twitter that, I'm a huge advocate for a zombie styled HUD. I even made my own concepts on Twitter to present to everyone, and I feel like a lot of people do agree that, the zombies HUD should feel unique. It should have like a character icon to give it, that identity and stuff to like your operators and such. I feel like a lot of the information given on the HUD should be a little bit more presentable because it's kind of hard to see the points, the salvage currency, all that stuff. It's kind of hard to see that, and it doesn't look really great. I did see, however, today there was a leak about, the HUD customization actually being customizable fully. Like you can increase the size of certain HUD elements and such. You can actually move it around where you want. So that wasn't marketed right away because they said that they were gonna focus on presets only, but it seemed like you can actually fully customize the HUD. Now, this could be, early gameplay and stuff. Maybe it's not actually official yet, but it's kind of interesting to see that that is in place and that could be a possibility. So I hope that is the case because that does fix some of the problems, but we still need a theme to it. We need a theme to the zombies HUD, and it's very important that it feels like a zombies HUD. It cannot be like multiplayer or Warzone. So that is a lot of the things that I've been seeing, being criticized alongside, other things like, armor plating. Why do we need armor plating? I'm not a fan of it. I feel like if you're gonna keep armor, just make it like Cold War zombies. Just make it autoplay. I know there's an augment that actually does that, so rather than wasting an augment slot on that, because I feel like that's probably gonna be such a crutch thing, might as well just make it the main, gameplay element from the get-go. So that's my take on that. And that's what a lot of the community is feeling. But, you know, the community recently just has been overwhelmingly negative towards this game. I know there's a lot of people who are giving fair criticism, and I'm not calling you guys out. You guys are presenting the criticism in a respectful manner and a presentable way so that Treyarch can actually, listen and, take action upon it. But, when they hear people, talking about the point system and, reading a tweet that was a reply to me, stating why, the point system was changed. Now, a lot of people saw that tweet and they're like, oh my God, so it's his brother's fault and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, you missed the point of the tweet. I know first glance you can misunderstand it. I did at first glance because I also thought, well, that's a weird reason and such. But no, it's not. It's literally a reason for Kevin Drew. It's a personal reason, but it's not the main reason. There was a various other reasons, but the main point that he was trying to present is that a lot of people back in the older zombies games were focusing on, you know, maximizing the most amount of points out of a zombie rather than just killing the zombies because whether people like it or not, casual players and new players, they just want to go in and kill zombies. That's the whole point of it. So if they're going into a public match and someone's telling them, well, no, don't kill the zombies so fast. We got to get the most points out of it. You kind of see where the problem lies. And I do see that point of view. I'm a huge advocate for the old point system. I never saw the real issue out of it. But I can see why the point system was changed. Personally, if I were to choose a point system that combines the old system and the new system, I would stick with the Black Ops 4 system. I think the Black Ops 4 system did points pretty well. And that's all I can really say on that topic. But I hope people understand that tweet a little bit better now because it's being misunderstood and it's calling a lot of hate upon Kevin Drew and his brother, even though it's just like it's a reason for him personally, but it's not the full on reason. There's a lot of reasons. Things don't change just because someone went into a public lobby. No, it literally takes a lot of time. It takes like a meeting or something to come up with ideas and such. So that's my take on that. So please do not attack Kevin Drew or his brother or whatever, you know, in regards to this tweet because it's not their fault. They're just seeing the flaws of a system and they want to, find a solution. And that's the whole point of game development. Finding, ways to make, something better. And, we could agree or disagree on it, and that's fine. But once again, do not bring hate to anyone. Also, I've seen a lot of people saying that Kevin Drew should be fired. Like, why? Why are people saying this? This is not the best thing to say to any developer at all, especially, someone who is trying to make zombies for everyone. I think people are just gatekeeping at this point. It's not fair. It's not fair to anyone who wants to get into zombies. I feel like everyone should be able to play zombies, and if there are systems in place that allows them to enjoy the mode in a certain way, that's fine. Like I said, one of the things that I've done in the past 4 years is present feedback in a presentable way. It's been 4 years, right? Cold War did a lot of stuff that personally I felt like was more catered to the casuals than the hardcore players, right? Easier Easter eggs and such. We thought that was not the best solution because, a lot of people don't really care about Easter eggs. They just want to kill zombies. And lo and behold, that was true because the Easter egg completion counter, according to Treyarch, is like pretty low. So like for Die Machine, 5% of the player base who, bought COD and stuff, probably didn't even touch zombies and such, who knows. But 5% of them did not do or five only 5% of them completed the Die Machine Easter egg, which a lot of people on Twitter were saying was the most completed Easter egg, of the entire zombies run. And, it's only 5% according to their statistics, which is insane. So it really shows that people just care about killing zombies. So really the Easter eggs are just for the hardcore players who care about the story. And that's what they're going to do now. They listen to the feedback. They're going to do harder Easter eggs now for Black Ops 6 Zombies. And then for the casuals who do want to do Easter eggs, but they don't want to look up a guide or, struggle a lot, they're going to have the directed mode, which was called the guided mode at first, but now it's called the directed mode. And it's going to walk them through the entire Easter egg quest. So that is great. They are finding ways, not to ruin something for, hardcore players in order to incorporate the casual players as well. So the Easter egg thing is great. Now, we have to see how the Easter egg hunt goes before we can, fully conclude whether the solution was a success or not. But we will see. We will see. But that's what I'm talking about. Presenting feedback in a respectful way is the best way to go about things. We can't be saying Black Ops 6 is garbage. Black Ops 6 is ass. We can't say all of that because if people keep on saying that, it just overshadows all the positive feedback that is presented to the developers. A lot of people think that, these developers aren't reading what we're saying. And I have to say, they are reading what they're saying. Kevin Drew did not come back to Twitter just because he wanted to come back. No, he came back because he knew he did something with Cold War. He knew he was vocal during Cold War, and a lot of people liked that. He came back for us. He wanted to hear our feedback. But if he hears these things about, he should get fired or stuff about his brother causing the entire points change in a way, no, it's not great. And that's just going to push him away. And we're not going to have, that zombies, director who's going to be active in the community. It's just not cool. And I hope people can honestly see that and respect the developers a lot more. I'm not saying that, we should be, suck ups and stuff. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's always great to be respectful so we can let our feedback be heard so we can actually make a difference for the mode. Zombies this year is very important because it's going to showcase whether zombies should even be a thing. Because let's be real, the last 4 years proved why zombies should not even be developed at all because of the low player counts. A lot of people are just hating on the mode, no one likes it. So now we're getting everything that we want. So at this point, we have to see if that's actually going to make a difference because if people don't like it, even with round base returning and a lot of great things that we have been asking for the past 4 years, and if it's still, a failure where everyone's saying it's garbage and stuff and it's not doing as well, then we're kind of screwed because this zombies could be the last one. There's possibly another one next year, but after that, who knows? Will zombies even be a thing anymore? Is it going to be a stable to Call of Duty? Because at this point, it's really just campaign, multiplayer, and Warzone at that point. Because Zombies was originally that third mode that was pretty popular, but now it's kind of gotten overshadowed by Warzone. So we gotta prove why Zombies, should still be a mode for all of us. And that's why we gotta be respectful. That's why we gotta present feedback in the best way. We can't just, throw hatred everywhere. We can't do that. It's not cool. It's not great. I will always love Zombies, and I will always, call out the flaws and stuff. I will always love the positive changes that they do. I want the community to do the same. You know, if you don't like the game, if you don't like it, that's fine. But please present your reasons in a respectful manner on why. You know, maybe they'll see it and they'll say, all right, let's take this into account. Let's try to make a change so these people can be happy because their whole goal is to make everyone happy. And I see it. I see it in the blog post. I see it in the gameplay. They're definitely trying to make this game for everyone. But if we're all going to be haters and stuff, we're not going to get anything changed. And that's the reality of it. So, once again, please, Zombies community, I ask, please, if you're going to present feedback and your criticism, please do it in a respectful manner. And that's all I can really say. And to Treyarch, once again, thank you for listening to all the feedback. And I hope my feedback about, the HUD and such makes a difference. I hope, whatever thing I do on Twitter in terms of feedback is something great. I will also be presenting, other people's feedback and such. And I hope you guys can listen. I hope you guys can, put a blog post out or maybe a video or a statement. Who knows? Um, I hope you guys can, be vocal with us because we don't want to be kept in the dark. We just want this mode to succeed as much as you do. And that's all I can really say to you guys. And you guys have always done right by me. So I'm going to put my full faith and trust in you guys so that we can see some great changes be made before launch. So that is all, everyone. I will see you in the next one. Peace.